Have you ever had an experience that after you complete Japanese textbook, spending days and days and find out no one in Japan talks the way you talked? If you have, this is the right video for you. Hey, what is up everyone? It's Kazu here. 皆さんこんにちは、Kazu です。So in today's video, I'm gonna use this textbook, Genki 1, second edition, an integrated course in elementary Japanese. This is one of the most popular Japanese learning books for beginner Japanese learners, so I picked it up to see whether diagrams in this textbooks are really practical, whether it is real life Japanese. What I'm gonna do in this video is I'm gonna see diagrams in this textbook right here, then create a revised version of it. That sounds good? Alright. But before we dive right into it, a little bit about Genki 1. This book consists of 12 lessons in total, and each of which has dialogues, vocabulary, grammar, and small culture notes. And in this video, I mainly focus on dialogues and vocabulary because I don't think I can explain Japanese grammar very well like other Japanese YouTubers do. So yeah, I'm so sorry about that. But other than that, without any further ado, let's get started. Alright, in lesson 1 there are 2 dialogues here, and given situation is this girl, Mary, an international student who just arrived in Japan, talks to a Japanese student. Okay, so I'm gonna read it first, alright? すみません、今何時ですか ?12 時半です。ありがとうございます。いいえ。Then I'm gonna show you the revised version of it before getting into the explanations part. すいません、少しお伺いしたいんですけどよろしいですか？はい、大丈夫ですよ。ありがとうございます。今日ちょっと家に携帯忘れちゃったんですけど、今何時かお伺いしてもよろしいですか？はい、大丈夫ですよ。今は12時半ですね。すいません、ありがとうございます。いえいえ、とんでもないです。Alright, let's take a look at sentences one by one. すいません、少しお伺いしたいんですけどよろしいですか？すみません、今何時ですか itself is natural of course, but this sounds a little rude considering Mary and Takeshi haven't known each other. Because, you know, when you ask something to somebody for the very first time, the last thing you want to do is being rude, right? So I would say, すみません、少しお伺いしてもよろしいですか before asking 今何時ですか The reason why I add this sentence is because, generally speaking, Japanese people are not as friendly as Americans or Canadians or whatever. We don't ask questions to random people on the street. But when we do, we want to be extra polite. Otherwise, people would think you're sort of weirdo. すいません、今何時ですか？何ですか？どうされました？どうされました？ This is why I personally think 少しお伺いしてもよろしいですか is definitely necessary before asking questions to random people. はい、大丈夫ですよ。大丈夫 has multiple meanings and we do use it very, very often. So yeah, I'm gonna create a video that teaches you how to use 大丈夫. So just wait for it. With that said, in case of this 大丈夫, this means sure, no problem. ありがとうございます。今日ちょっと家に携帯忘れちゃったんですけど、今何時かお伺いしてもよろしいですか Again, お伺いしてもよろしいですか Just a polite way of asking. And, you know, realistically, in case of this situation, I think it would be better to add why you're asking these questions. Because, you know, in modern world, in modern society, the majority of people own their smartphone or any kind, so people get confused if they get asked like what time it is without any reasons, right? For that reasons, the whole sentence is gonna be like 今日携帯忘れちゃったんですけど reason? 今何時かお伺いしてもよろしいですか？はい、大丈夫ですよ。今は12時半ですね。Again, 大丈夫ですよ。Sure, no problem. すいません、ありがとうございます。It's not a problem only to say thank you, ありがとうございます。But we Japanese do love to say すいません. It's a sort of a habit, Besides, in this situation, in this case, I think it's nicer to say すいません because someone spent their time for you, which you deserve to be appreciated, right? いえいえ、とんでもないです。To be honest, I don't hear somebody say only いいえ to mean you're welcome because it sounds very cold to me. Instead, we say とんでもないです which is formal. とんでもございません which is more formal. And this is a keigo meaning you don't have to say thank you for such a thing. Japanese people are programmed to be humble, so whatever we do for someone or how big that is, we say いえいえとんでもございません even when you finish the big project that your boss asked you to do. おー、スティーブン君頼んでたこのプロジェクト終わらせてくれたよな。ありがとう。いえいえ、とんでもございません。Really? That's it? Thank you? Do you have any idea how many days I spent on this? Alright, the next we're gonna move to dialogue 2. But to be clear, dialogue 1 and 2 are solely connected, so the situation is the same. Alright, so let's read it first. 留学生ですか？ええ、アリゾナ大学の学生です。そうですか。専攻は何ですか？日本語です。今2年生です。留学生の方ですか？はい、そうです。アリゾナ大学の学生です。あ、そうなんですね。専攻は何ですか？日本語専攻の2年生です。留学生の方ですか？留学生ですか is okay, but not perfect. Again, we want to be polite when it comes to the first time meetings. 留学生ですか is not considered rude, but a bit of, too straightforward. This expression, 何々の方 is very useful when you want to be polite. This is a polite way of saying person, the person who does something. For instance, the person who owns a car, 車を持たれている方 or the person who drinks tea, 紅茶を飲まれている方 And in case of this diagram, the person who study abroad, 留学をされている方留学をしている方 But, there's a specific word for the person who study abroad, 留学生 That's why I would say 留学生の方 I hope it does make sense. はい、そうです。アリゾナ大学の学生です。A is used to mean yes in this diagram. But honestly, this sounds very posh, It's like talking with a high-class person, so just hi is fine. あ、そうなんですね。専攻は何ですか？そうですか。Sounds a bit cold to me. そうなんですね。Sounds way more friendly. And I personally feel like the good communicator use そうなんですね a lot with great facial expressions, like put a smile on their face. Because the person who are talking to you can easily feel like you're really listening or you have some interest in their talking. It's one of my favorite aizuchi too. And yeah, but yeah, just heads up, don't use that too much, otherwise people would think you're not listening. 日本語専攻の2年生です。You could say 日本語です。2年生です。That sounds very natural, but you know, if you're gonna be more challenged, you could try to make sentences longer rather than simple short sentences. So we went through all the sentences one by one, and finally, let's see how the real conversation goes. すいません、少しお伺いしたいんですけどよろしいですか？はい、大丈夫ですよ。ありがとうございます。今日ちょっと家に携帯忘れちゃったんですけど、今何時かお伺いしてもよろしいですか？はい、大丈夫ですよ。今は12時半ですね。すいません、ありがとうございます。いえいえ、とんでもないです。留学生の方ですか？はい、そうです。アリゾナ大学の学生です。あ、そうなんですね。専攻は何ですか？日本語専攻の2年生です。Alright, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know how well or how bad my explanations were throughout the video because this is my first attempt. But I'm very open to any feedbacks. So, you know, any comments would be appreciated. Just leave the comment from the comment section down below. You know, with that all said, if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And I see you guys in the next video. Take care guys. Bye bye.